the John Daly Major Ed Foundation, we also focus on making sure that we partner up with great organizations. Great organizations like St. Jude's, great organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, our friends at Warriors for Freedom, our friends at Force 50 Foundation, which provides veterans the health care that they need. As you can see, we are the safety net at the John Daly Major Ed Foundation to make sure that no one gets left behind on the field of battle and that you're taken care of in the home front. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hoorah!
Baseball? Nah. Football? Done it. I think I'm going to go after the PGA Tour.
Bo, you're going to need the right equipment company.
I think I got that.
Tour Edge backs all their clubs with a lifetime warranty.
I know.
They ship all their premium clubs within 48 hours.
I know.
All their premium clubs are hand-built in the USA.
I know.
You know Tour Edge has won 35 times out here.
Guys, I know.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to a good friend of mine. He is a veteran and runs a lot of veteran activities here in Arizona. But Ro Gonzalez, love you, my brother. We're going to play some golf. I'm playing in an outing that he's going to be supporting with him on June 22nd. So I'm looking forward to doing that. We're going to try and I'm going to be on the road for 2 weeks. Traveling, but we're going to try and record wherever I'm at and try and get shows up. But this might be the last show for 2 weeks. Hopefully not. But the way technology has been going lately for me, I haven't had any luck on the road. So
trying to figure out, they got one man that jumped out of a spacecraft on the moon, and it was live with no issues whatsoever. But you can't and I can't go to down the block and have no issues with anything. So, yeah, it's kind of weird.
It takes a lot of bandwidth to do this show, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And sometimes the Wi-Fi or whatever, the internet that's in the area that we are at
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have enough bandwidth to produce the show.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's incredible.
Yeah, I might have to invest in a mobile like just dedicated hotspot. Sometimes I rely on my phone with the 5G network, and I don't know if it's 5G. So, and not only that, but it's like sometimes Verizon is not very well here in Arizona. Up in a lot of areas. So it's it really we'll see on the road, but. Meantime, Xander Schauffele has harsh words for the PGA Tour's Commissioner Jay Monahan, Bill Cuevas. And it looks like this is just trickling down on the PGA Tour. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mm-hmm. Xander Schauffele has once again teed off on the PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan. Back in March, Schauffele called out Monahan and said the commissioner still has a long ways to go to regain the golfer's trust. Schauffele feels like the PGA Tour hung its golfers out to dry by making an agreement with Live Golf for a merger without the input of the golfers. Schauffele, who last month won the PGA Championship for his first career major, spoke with the Times of London for an interview that was published on Tuesday. He continued to be critical of Monahan, whom he feels has not led very well. What I can say is that throughout all of this turmoil, what's probably bothered me the most now more than ever is what we need someone to lead us. We need a leader, Schauffele told the Times of London. I've criticized Jay in the past, but the fact is not once has our commander-in-chief stood up for all of us players and said, this is happening, this is where we're going, and protected us. Basically, we need someone to stand up in front of everyone and lead the charge, whatever direction we're going in, and wear the hard shots so players don't have to. Schauffele acknowledged that Monahan recently went through a medical situation, but does not feel that entirely excuses the lack of leadership he has felt. Bill Cuevas.
Bill Cuevas, you want me to answer?
Respond, please.
Respond. Let me see. Who's Monahan? Does he work at the PGA Tour?
Yes,
he works there.
He's their commissioner. He's their commander in chief.
He is.
Yes.
Oh wow. I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I haven't heard anything positive about this gentleman. So I don't know if he's really the commander in chief or I don't know. There's a lot of stuff over there that we can go with, but I think a lot of the players now are starting to see things that they weren't seeing in the past. I think Monahan did himself an injustice, and I don't think medical excuses, just like for the rest of the world.
Before the medical incident took place, and and I mean, it's they're supposed to have a deal by a certain deadline. That never happened.
And it still hasn't happened.
About it. Never said why there's not like a deal or.
Mm-hmm. And it's not going over.
Yeah, he has agreed to a merger.
Where's the merger? Where's the beef? Exactly. I don't think.
I think this is a way of getting people off the PGA Tour's back for lawsuits.
Yeah, I mean,
because obviously the merger,
we've seen the alleged
drop the lawsuits and all that stuff against the PGA Tour.
Yeah, the money coming from God knows where, them being a nonprofit as opposed to being profitable now. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, and I think it's about probably self-preservation at this point. There's a lot of people that have a totally different attitude towards LIV and its players now. I actually enjoy watching when they're all playing and they're all there because originally, you got that bitter taste in your mouth. Who needs them? Who cares? Blah, blah, blah. We'll replace them. But watching some of them play and their attitudes and stuff like that, maybe they're onto something. I think there actually could be something to both tours if they worked it out. They don't need to. I know when LIV came out with their bang, 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 they were like, anytime there was a major event for PGA Tour, they were right there throwing their own event. But I think if they did things, nicely, I think there'd be room for everything, and golfers would win.
I think personally, LIV is saying to themselves, you know what? We don't have to make the PGA Tour look bad. They're looking bad all by themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
The leadership, at least, not the golfers, but the leadership.
Yeah, I think a lot of the guys have class and stuff like that, and what they're doing.
Speaking of LIV Golf, 13-time pro winner to make a LIV Golf debut on Bryson DeChambeau's team. Bryson DeChambeau has been forced into making a change to his table-topping Crushers side as the second half of the LIV Golf League season begins in Houston this weekend. Crushers have an 11.5-point lead over Legion 13 in the LIV team standings after 7 events, helped by their 2 successive victories in Jeddah and Hong Kong. And as they begin the back 9 of their season, DeChambeau, Paul Casey, and Anirban Lahiri will tee it up at the Golf Club of Houston as normal. But Charles Howell III has sustained an injury and will be unable to compete, while replacing Howell III and making his LIV Golf debut this weekend will be John Catlin. The leading golfer on the Asian Tour this season, the 33-year-old American sits first in the Asian Tour order of merit ahead of LIV's David Puig. I don't know how to spell his name. And Carlos Ortiz as a result of back-to-back triumphs at the International Series. So, man, it looks like they're trying to really stack up the Crushers there, Bill.
Yeah, it looks like that. But, in that league, you never know. We've seen some guys get in some spots and do some crazy things that we would think they would never, ever, ever, ever do. And Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And like golf, we don't know. We don't know until the end of those 54 holes. One day you're on top, and the next day you're on the bottom. So it's going to be interesting to see. Like I tell you, I still watch it most of the time on silent. I can't help it, but there are times that I listen to it. It's gotten a lot better for me with the broadcasting and stuff like that. And I am enjoying watching them.
And I think that's the key part, Bill, is as long as they keep improving.
Yes.
Right. I mean, let's face it. When the PGA Tour first started getting televised, it wasn't perfect.
No, it wasn't at all. Yeah, before the Golf Channel.
Start off, it's a growing thing, and I think Live Broadcast and Live Team and everybody else realizing that we didn't knock it out of the ballpark, for the first couple or first year of broadcasting this event, but we're getting better. They have David Faraday, who is probably mentoring people on how things should be done on the broadcast, and
David's amazing.
At least that's my opinion. And it's getting better. And that's all you could ask for. Jack Nicklaus is in the news as well. Doesn't love the Memorial Tournament's new spot on the PGA Tour calendar. This is coming out of Dublin, Ohio. Jack Nicklaus wanted to do right by the PGA Tour, so he went along with the plan to move his Memorial Tournament to the week before the U.S. Open, even if it was something he would prefer not to do. Now, in its 49th year, Nicklaus's tournament that was first played at Muirfield Village Golf Club in 1976 has traditionally, but not always, been played 2 weeks prior to the U.S. Open and the week following Memorial Day. The PGA Tour sought to move it as a part of its signature event series, and Nicklaus said it's a matter that will continue to be discussed.
Okay.
We prefer the other week, Nicklaus said Tuesday during a news conference in advance of the tournament. However, we are here this week because the tour asked us to help them out. They said they had a thing they wanted to do and that the players had asked for, and that would we help it out? And we said yes, that we would do that this week. But we said we would review it after this tournament, and we'll figure out how we're going to settle the schedule after that. And I said that discussion is underway. The Memorial is one of the 8 $20 million signature events the tour put in place for this year, with a qualifying process that sees preceding events as one of the ways to get a spot in the smaller fields. The Charles Schwab Challenge and the RBC Canadian Open kept a separate FedEx Cup point list for the top 5 players not otherwise qualified to earn their way into the Memorial Field. The idea also was to not leave regular events stranded between 2 signature events or a major championship. The Travelers Championship, the last signature event of the year, will follow the U.S. Open. Nicklaus, who's 84, said that presented a problem for him personally. The Golden Bear, who won 18 major championships among his 73 PGA Tour titles, always preferred an off week prior to a major. Let's put it this way, he said. When I played, I would rarely play a week before any major championship. So I'm asked to be a part of putting on a golf tournament in a week that I would never play. That, to me, is the essential part of my standpoint. Bill?
And that makes sense, you know what I mean? Because, Jack does a lot of stuff, especially around that particular time. So I get it. And and why he did it for the players this time, it doesn't guarantee that he'll do it next time, So, and now I'm interested to find out what this new thing is all about, for it.
Series.
Because, did the players really want that move? Maybe the players might have some remorse later on. I think Jack got a great point. He got 49 years, and that's a long time to ask somebody to change. But it's a big man that did change, let's see what's going to happen. But I don't know.
And kudos to Jack Nicklaus. Certainly a great ambassador for the sport. And, But yeah, and what's going on behind the scenes is something that we talked about a little bit earlier.
Yep.
But Jack Nicklaus having his event, the Memorial, being chosen as one of these signature high paying,
Yeah.
Tournaments. Problem is, like he said, is this something he would do in his professional career during when he's playing? No, he
Yep.
wouldn't be playing this kind of a major tournament because it takes a lot out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're getting your mindset for a major tournament.
Mm-hmm.
A major. You only have 4 majors a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to have a signature tournament just a week before the major,
Yep.
it's kind of suspicious to me.
It is, and I we'll see how it goes and see if it goes back to normal next year. Maybe he'll give in this year and won't do it next year. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's going to blame this on the lapse of his medical condition. I don't know.
Touche. Oh man.
Oh
Okay.
man. All right. We're going to head into our break, and when we come back, hey, we have a really great guest. Great Father's Day gift idea. And Bill, I'll tell you what, it is Father's Day, this month, and some great gift, square shoes. I could also go with this lovely boy right here.
Yeah.
By Bushnell. Love this thing.
Yes.
It's on my bag. I love this.
Yep.
Great Father's Day gift idea. The technology in this thing is barred to nobody else right now. Nobody has the technology in this that they do. So check them out, Bushnell, for the Pro X3 Plus for Father's Day gift ideas. Any other Father's Day gift ideas, Bill?
I like our future guest that we're going to have on next. I like that. Squares Golf, of course, is always a
great. If you're looking for golf clubs.
And then, when we get into the kitchen later on, that's also, you can check them out. I mean, if you want to take me or pay for me to go somewhere to play some pickleball, I'm in. You can go with simple things. Everybody, like usually they get you a shirt or something like that. But when it comes to golf, golf is really personal to people that take it seriously and stuff like that. Get them gift cards. You can get a gift card.
Look on EncoreGolf.com because
I was ready to say golf balls.
Free. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the golf balls. You have Anson belt. If who doesn't want a classy belt? They got their big one. I think they have 2 sales a year, and Father's Day is one of them. So there's a lot of good things. You got, who doesn't want a new golf bag? It might be too late to get a personalized one, but a gift card to get
these people on the air. But
true.
And this is how it came.
Inside of the shoe bag, and it's a breathable shoe bag, so it won't stink you.
No, exactly. It's a breathable one, and I actually love these things. But there it is.
Those are sharp. Those are sharp.
These are my everyday street shoes. I love these.
Those are really, really sharp. We got to get them on. They got a brother-sister duo working for them over there, and we need to get them on. Hopefully soon we'll be able to get them on and talk to them and see how it is to be a brother-sister duo.
They have
working.
apparel as well. They have shirts and shorts and all that stuff. So they have everything to really get you started. Socks and things. So it's
So we look forward to doing it. But there's a lot of great ideas. We can cut golf balls, gloves, shoes, clothes, apparel. And, if you're looking to do something out of the ordinary, I go to UFO Tour, and you're
not going to get it by Father's Day, but you get them a gift card and let them.
And then they get to design it. How cool is that? You get a gift to go design your own golf bag, pick your colors, do what you want to do, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of neat things out there that you can get, and we'll talk more later on in the show. Maybe we have a few more ideas.
There you go. More Biggs Golf Talk coming your way right after this.